Brad Ashford looks to win back the seat he lost to Don Bacon in 2016. 3 News Now reporter Shante Passmore is live with where this primary race is at right now. Shante?
Good morning. There are 2 Democrats in the running to unseat Congressman Don Bacon. There's political newcomer Kara Eastman and the man Bacon beat, Brad Ashford. Ashford says he enjoys being a lawmaker and wants to go back to Washington. He touts his bipartisanship while in office and wanting to find solutions to complex problems. Ashford says one of his main accomplishments while in D.C., getting the VA Medical Center approved. He says if elected to office again, he would focus on fixing the Affordable Care Act.
We have to provide more choice for health care. That means either you can get, if you have your insurance from your employer, you should be able to continue to have that.
Now, when it comes to DACA, Ashford says he'd like to create a pathway to citizenship. And coming up at 6:30, we'll profile Ashford more in depth. But right now, our Nick Starling sat down one-on-one with his primary opponent, Kara Eastman.
We are in this last.
In her first major political campaign, Kara Eastman reaches out to donors.
Hi, Ann. It's Kara Eastman.
Eastman started the nonprofit Healthy Kids Alliance and is on the Metro Community College Board. She now hopes to represent the 2nd District in Washington.
It's been a lot of fun. We're having a great time. I love the fact that we get to go out and talk to people every day and, again, more importantly, listen to their concerns.
Eastman says she's running because of her mother, who is battling her 5th bout with cancer and the high cost of health care and prescription drugs. Eastman says health care is a right.
It occurred to me that at that point, that when we were hearing about the repealing or replacing of the Affordable Care Act, that we weren't talking about people.
As a result of her involvement with a community college, Eastman supports debt-free tuition.
I believe that our student debt is a huge issue in this country, and we see finances as a barrier to certain students who still want to go to Metro, who still want to go to a community college, and yet the financial barriers are still there.
On DACA, Eastman supports a pathway to citizenship.
We need to protect the dreamers, and we need to pass a clean DREAM Act and stop using these kids as political playing cards.
The major piece of legislation to come out of Washington in the past years is the tax reform package, which Eastman would have voted against.
What we have done is given out corporate welfare, and it's going to cripple our economy. It is increasing our debt, is increasing the deficit.
While her primary opponent, Brad Ashford, has experience in D.C., touting his bipartisanship, Eastman says she's the only lifelong Democrat in the race.
There's a difference between bipartisanship and just voting with the other side. And what we saw from my primary opponent was that the majority of his votes in Congress were with the Republican Party. We need somebody right now who's going to stand up for Democrats. And we don't need another Republican in office because we have that already.
And again, that is our Nick Starling over there reporting. Be sure to tune into the debate right now here on KMTV 3 News Now later today. Watch Kara Eastman and Brad Ashford from 6:30 until 7 p.m. Michael Severe of the Omaha World Herald and 3 News Now anchor Craig Negrelli will moderate. Live in the studio, Shante Passmore, 3 News Now this morning.